Welcome back, guys. It's a pleasure having you here. It's a brand new week, the 29th of August, which also happens to be the end of the week and the end of the month, rather. And I want to say thank you for joining me again. We're going to be looking at the Bitcoin today. The Bitcoin, yes, it is indeed an interesting one to pay attention to. Fear looms as the Bitcoin continues to crash. Of course, they're going to have a lot of buy and hold traders that are going to be panicking the more because it is not going in their favor. Now, we're going to do a top-down market analysis approach starting from the monthly time frame, as you can see. From the monthly time frame, I'm just going to quickly breeze through this, as you can see on the chart, right? We had this major consolidation here, and I'm taking you all the way to the back from how it all started. And then we had this top here at about 64K. We had a retest here with the rejection. As you can see, a lot of traders probably would have gotten trapped. This would have been a bull trap over here, where you're just trying to jump in on the breakout here. And then this place you got punished, and then you had this go down on the monthly time frame, that is. You had it go down back to the lows of the start of that consolidation. And then we had a major breakout. Now you had a breakout to test the 19K, 18K area of support, which hasn't been tested for a long time. But then we got a big, massive bearish candle to test it. And then last month, July, we had the bulls that tried their best to take it up. But you can see that this month, August, the sellers have just smacked them in the face and then told them no way. So if you are a buy and hold trader, I really don't know what to say, but ensure that if you don't have deep pockets, ensure you know how to cut your losses short. Now, looking at the weekly time frame, as I said, we're going to be doing a drop-down market analysis approach. Looking at the weekly time frame from here, if you look closely, you can see we had this high here that had not been tested after this major breakout in 2020. After this breakout, now 2022, we had the retest of the 18K area, and then it tried to push higher in this month of August. It tried to push higher, right, from June, July period. But then I would have loved to sell over here, to retrace over here on the short, but price never got there. And then we had a big bearish engulfing here. And you know, when it comes to bearish engulfing on their own, it simply means that it is time to sell. And of course, coupled with the prevailing trend that we have here, it now gives us the much needed, confirmation that this should go down some more. And lo and behold, that is what we have right now. The price is currently at the 19K, 18K area. And then, interestingly enough, the question now is price going to break or is it going to bounce from this area? I repeat, is price going to break or is it going to bounce from this area? Only time will tell. But the thing now is that you must always ask yourself, even though this is a downtrend, the sellers are here in control. What about the buyers? Where are the buyers? Now, the buyers, I had them on the daily time frame. I had them on the daily time. I had them. That means that I don't have them anymore. Now, if you look at the daily time frame here, first of all, we had this little movement, as you can see, if you look at it very well, we had this higher low here, a higher low here, and then it started building up on higher lows. But on its way, we had this wedge, we had this bearish wedge. So you can see that there was a counter move to this higher lows over here. The higher lows were indicating that the buyers were coming in, just like we normally have over here when you have a wedge in the same direction with the prevailing trend simply means that the trend should continue as we have had in the past. The trend should continue. But then I had the buyers on a final line of defense here, which coupled with 2750 area of demand based on this higher low here. But what happened? It got there, it had some little bounce there, not showing any strong conviction of the bulls, and then now it has broken out. This 18K for me right? I'm just going to say this. This 18K for me, and I'm going to say this based on switching back to my weekly time frame. This 18K for me here, right? 18, 19K, if it doesn't hold, without a doubt, I don't want to scare anybody, but the crash hasn't just started. The crash is more or less continuing, right? And then we need some strong convictions from the buyers in order to maybe as a counter trend trader, because as a counter trend trader, you are not just looking at only the RSI MACD divergence, or you're not just looking at, oh, it's oversold, it's time to buy. No, that is not how to trade. If you're going to be a counter trend trader or trading based on martingale, then you need to what? You need to ensure that you have good enough pockets and you calculate your risk appropriately. Very, very key, very, very important. If this 18K, 19K area, if it does not hold, I repeat, if it does not hold, then we should be seeing 10K thereabout. I saw somewhere somebody was in another article was saying that Bitcoin is going to zero. I really don't know about that, but we're going to see because I believe that we have a lot of investors heavy on the Bitcoin longs. And of course, what they would be doing is pumping in more, right? So if this area should fail, the next area that they might probably pump in, where we should even have some pending orders waiting here, we should have some buy limit pending orders waiting at this around 10K area for buy trigger to try to take it higher. Well, one thing I will tell you as I'm gradually rounding up with this video, one thing I'll tell you, with every prevailing trend like we have over here, there needs to be a strong enough pullback. Even if it's going to continue in that direction, there needs to be a strong enough pullback. With that strong enough pullback, trust me, this is different from what a lot of people are saying. When it comes to chess, as an example, you need to be able to pay attention to what the two parties want to do. What you, the buyer, and then what the seller, or what you, the seller, and what the buyer wants to do. You need to pay attention to the two. Because this 18K, who knows, it might as well be a launching pad back to 64K, or the 10K might be, as well be a launching pad back to 64K and even maybe beyond. This is a trend that has been dropping for a little while now since 2021, and we haven't had any significant deep pullback yet. When you're using Fibonacci, you obviously like to see like the 38.2, 50, or 61.8 levels tested. And of course, the higher the levels, the better for entry in that same direction. But we are yet to see any strong pullback. So what can we conclude here? Well, for now, we can conclude to be on the safe side because the trend is your friend. We can conclude that the sellers have it, and we should also look for selling opportunities in the market. So if you can have something, as you can see, it's sitting on an area here, a flip zone area. As you can see, you have a lot of support areas here. That's where it's currently sitting now. That's the Bitcoin. And then if we have a pullback to this area here of around 21, it will be good for shorts and then drop it back to where it is now or even lower, right? This is what I have over here on the 4 hours, and the hourly time frame too is also giving me the same information, meaning that I would like to see a pullback to that 21 area of resistance, untested resistance that is, you can see the many support that we have here yet to be tested as resistance. So if we can get a pullback here, then of course we can reload on shorts and then hop on the moving train as such. So in conclusion, the shorts have it, the sellers have it. If you're going to be going long, then you need enough conviction. Probably you have some higher lows building up somewhere that could give you some little conviction that the buyers are trying to come back in. Now, with that said, I want to say thank you guys. That's indeed been a good one. And of course, once again, I remain Tolu of CSA Forex. I will be bringing you more and more market analysis and educational videos. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and of course, give this video a thumbs up and of course, share it. Let it go viral. Let people see what is happening in the market from the price action, support and resistance. That's a very simple strategy, by the way, right? So let them see what's happening from that strategy point of view and then see how we can make some money from it. So here, once again, areas to look forward to selling. Thank you guys. It has indeed been a good one. Catch you later. Goodbye and God bless.